Shalom, this is Canucks on Bunny Yasharala from the Lions of the Yasharala camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harikak Wadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akin that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. All right. The topic of this lesson is going to be a quick lesson. Basically, the name of it's going to be, as you increase in this truth and knowledge, you must increase in integrity and character. All right. So, because you got a lot of people that get puffed up by the things that they know, right? But they don't develop a characteristics or a character state of being what it truly means to be a part of the elect of Yasher Allah. All right. We got individuals that are not very brotherly, not very friendly, and that plays a major part in making righteous judgment, not necessarily giving respect to persons, but having some sort of mercy and compassion for your fellow man, not just wanting to put everything to death or condemn everything. Also trying to know when to build and heal and when to tear down, because it's a time and opportunity for all that. But you have some people that don't show themselves friendly, right? And they just want to tear everything down. And, they have a respect of persons, and it's true. They'll show themselves brotherly to certain individuals that they clicked up with, but when it comes to brothers that they might not met in person, they don't have that same energy. Which, if we're all in this, walking the same walk, fighting the same fight, it doesn't matter if a brother lives 10 million miles away or he's your next door neighbor. If he's a brother, he's a brother. If he's a friend, he's a friend. You got some people that treat their so-called friends that are still in the world better than the brothers that they have in the truth, and it shouldn't be like that, But a lot of times, these people that learn a lot in this truth, they don't develop in character, right? So it really defeats the purpose of what you learn if you don't have the right character. Like, Yahweh Shah came in riding on a donkey. We're talking about the son of Yahweh, all right, the only begotten, and he still had compassion for his fellow man. All right, this first scripture I want to get, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and serves its purpose, is 1 Corinthians 8:1. It says, now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edified. And that's the point. Knowledge puffs people up, but charity is what edifies, So passing that knowledge on, not only teaching. Let me get that word charity real quick, and I want to go into that. All right, it says charity, love, affection, or belovedness, or benevolence, especially plural, a love feast. All right. So basically showing brotherly love and affection towards your brother, meaning being merciful. Like if your brother's going through something, sometimes part of your job in this truth is to be a crying shoulder for your brother. We're coming up into Jacob's trouble, and that time of Jacob's trouble is not only going to be physical stuff. There's going to be attacking your mind, and we're going to need to be able to pull each other through. The scripture says, comfort each other with these words, and also in our actions towards each other. That's how we comfort one another. All right. So basically, it says, knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. Okay. And if any man think that he know anything, he know not yet as he ought to know. Because you not only have to develop and knowledge and wisdom in this truth. If you develop knowledge and wisdom, that should also develop your character. And you should obtain a sense of humbleness and charity and compassion towards the ones that are doing the will, and even the ones that seem not to be doing the will. And sometimes we got to be patient and wait on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's turn for him to heal them, and they should be delivered, and they should be doing the work. So we're not giving them respective persons, bearing each other's burdens. All right, this is Galatians 6:2. It says, bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Yahweh Shai. All right. If a man think to himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. But let every man prove his own works, then shall he have rejoicing in himself, and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden. Let him that taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. All right. So um, basically, you scratch your back, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Not going into a relationship, feeling always trying to figure out what you can get out of it. Always focus on what you can put in. How can you be charitable to your fellow brother? How can you be friendly? You know, because in order to be a friend, you must show yourself friendly. Okay. Let me get last couple scriptures. Proverbs 18. Wait. Shalakia. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 24. It says, a man that has friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. All right. So if you have friends, if you have friends, you should show yourself to be friendly also. Don't be a dickhead. Don't be an asshole. Don't want to always be the center of attention. Let somebody else speak. Congratulate somebody else all the time. Don't always want somebody to congratulate you. Pat you on the back. Pat other people on the back, you know? Bear your brother's burdens. Sometimes you need to be a shoulder to cry on. That shows you a true man of the Lord, you know? Not just what you know, it's all on how you act with the brotherhood, man. Because a matter of fact, I'm gonna close it out with this because uh, um a faithful friend is a strong defense. All right. Let me get Sirach chapter 6, verse 14. It says, a faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such and one hath found a treasure. So being a faithful friend to somebody in this truth is being a treasure. And we are all peculiar treasures. We all precious jewels of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So you know, by you being a friend, you're polishing that jewel and making it shine even more. All right. You never know what state of mind one of your brothers could be in, and you can help pull them out of that just by you being there, just by you saying, "Yeah, I hear you. It's gonna be okay." And sometimes it's good for some to hear that. Yeah, we know we turned on the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but just like how He uses the men of this earth to prophesy the downfall before He comes, He used the same men of the earth to pat each other on the back or help lift up their brothers using these words, using the scriptures. He gives the power unto us to heal. Even sometimes we need to heal our own brothers because we all hurt. It's not like we're not robots out here, man. Yahweh Shai hurt. Yahweh Shai was hurt, you know, when Lazarus perished. And then, you know, Elder brought up a good point today. It wasn't the fact that it was about him perishing. He was upset that he couldn't have been there because he knew if he was there, he wouldn't have perished. He wouldn't have started decaying. So, that's more of a spiritual level. Sometimes we need to be there spiritually so our brothers don't decay within. They don't break down within because you know we're it's us against the whole world. It's us against the whole world. So we shouldn't become another enemy to somebody that's fighting the same fight that we're fighting. We should become a friend, a shoulder to lean on, you know, another leg to stand on, another hand to reach out, you know. Sirach 6 and 15, it says, nothing doeth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. So that's how you can. That's another way you can show your worth in this truth by being a friend to a sincere brother. You know, a lot of people use that word brother. Oh, that's my brother. That's my brother, and they don't act brotherly. So how? I don't get that. You claim for somebody to be your brother, but you're not a brotherly person, and you have respect to persons. That's not being a brother. That's being a hypocrite. All right. verse 16, it says, a faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. All right. So if you fear the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, you're going to find Yahweh Shem Shai and that faithful friend. And because guess what? Because Yahweh Shai calls us friends. Verse 17, it says, whosoever feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. All right, and so we govern each other through these words. Sometimes we get it, you got to give strong rebukes, but we give strong rebukes out of love. You don't rebuke somebody strongly and don't go back and see how they're doing afterwards. You want to tear them down and see if anybody came to help build them up after you tore it down. That's not being brotherly, man. All right, let me get one more scripture to close it out. So I can. Is it 15 or 14? Oh, lucky. Okay, it's 15 and 15. 15 and 14. All right. So this is John 15 and 13. 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Yahweh Shai would have did anything for us, and he did anything for us. He gave up his life for us. That's the ultimate friendship. It says, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. And one of those commandments he just said is love one another as I have loved you. All right. It says, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. And that's the point right there, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai calls us his friends. Those that believe in his name in sincerity and truth, and those that build their character while they're in this truth to be brotherly, just like how Yahweh Shai was brotherly unto us when we were walking back, when we were doing the same job we're doing right now back then. All right, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, man, because we can all use a friend sometimes, man. This shit gets real. This shit gets real, man. It's like it's us against the world against us. All right, we're entering the time of Jacob's trouble. The devil's gonna come down with great wrath, and the main thing he's trying to get to is your mind, your spirit, man. All right, it's not even on a carnal thing. It's not even about not having no food, not having a place to stay. It's about what your mind goes through, because it was scripture say knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability at that time and strength and salvation. So we got to stay solid in the mind. So that's the main thing they're gonna attack. It's always good to have a faithful friend around in the midst of that. Sometimes we're going to have to be alone, but we still have our friends in mind, the ones that we could think back the times where they were there for us when we needed them, and vice versa. All right, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and it served its purpose. I'd like to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakah Kodash Ma'amath, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.